is the targeting of migrant workers, not cartel members, not gang members, not drug dealers, just construction workers showing up in construction sites and raiding them. Gardeners.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Or Palestinian students on college campuses. Or not, like, there's a did you see this video of this Turkish students at Tufts University that wrote an essay, and then there's video of like ICE agents, like
is that the woman?
Yeah.
What was her essay about? It was just critical of Israel, right?
Critical of Israel. Yeah, I mean,
and that's enough to get you kicked out of the country.
There's a long history of anti-colonial activism in the U.S.
In this clip, we're going to watch Destiny lose his mind and get unhinged over Joe Rogan doing what Joe Rogan does. Joe Rogan is having an interview where Joe Rogan is talking to his guest, that Joe Rogan's guest is making Joe Rogan aware of the different things that have been happening in the name of deport immigrants, which everybody wants deportation of illegal immigrants, but there are some questions that people like Joe Rogan have. Now, Destiny is always a hater of Joe Rogan. Destiny is never happy about anything that Joe Rogan does, or I don't know what it is. Destiny can't get, I think because Destiny's never been on the Joe Rogan show. So therefore, Destiny will get mad about things about Joe Rogan that have nothing to do with the topic at hand. Without further ado, let's watch Destiny get unhinged in a crazy and vile, vicious rant over Joe Rogan.
Colleges, that led to South Africa changing and all of that, and I think there's a continuation of that.
In Rogan's defense, it was extremely subtle. Like,
and I don't.
Most unbelievable.
Good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you, Joe.
Wild times.
Almost unbelievable.
Yeah. The last time you were here, we were really worried about what was going to happen. And now it seems like we're in a completely different timeline.
Yeah, I have to say, in addition to being just overarchingly worried about what was going to happen to the Republic and to the globe, I was personally worried about what would happen to people like you and me if we lost.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be so good for business. They probably would have cracked down.
There's that, but I must say, on my darker days, I had concerns even beyond that. And
you probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah, in light of what we now know. It's this USAID thing that's going on. Mike Pence has been
like, it was just so funny to me that after 4 years of Biden and literally nothing happening to any of these people, that after the Trump election, they were like, thank God, who knows what would have happened? And it's like, well, probably nothing. Like what didn't happen for the last 4 years. Pretty sure the last 4 years were literally the best years of your entire career. I think you got more money. When did he sign that $100 million Spotify deal?
See, this is what I mean about Destiny and the unnecessary, the unnecessary comments about Joe Rogan's Spotify deal and when did Joe Rogan sign that and, all of that. Listen, people had a right to be concerned about, what would happen if Biden won, because let's not act like 2020, well, not just 2020, but like 2021, there weren't certain kind of, lollipop mandates. I don't use the V word because YouTube, I still think it, but you know what I mean? Hello? It was brutal. And also J6. It was brutal. They came after parents. Let's not act like those 4 years we didn't see some pretty different things. By the way, guys, if you like these clips and you like what you're watching, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you to every eye that lands on these videos. Let's go.
Joe Rogan, 100 mil Spotify deal. That might have been a Trump one. Initial
Right.
$100 million deal was in 2020. Oh, okay. It didn't get canceled, and he re-upped. Yeah. So what? Okay.
I don't know why. Again, so yeah, he was, like egg on his face. He signed that deal in 2020. I don't know why he's saying, "Oh well, you didn't get canceled." Yeah, during those 4 years, we all needed each other. We needed Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was never going to get canceled because people were not watching CNN. They were going to places like Joe Rogan to get real news. There was so much bias in the media. I mean, they lied to us and told us that Biden was perfectly fit. They told us Biden could win a marathon, if you will. So, yeah, no, just because he didn't get canceled doesn't mean that, everything was just nice and smooth sailing for everybody.
Rogan made fun of Dibble having cancer a few weeks ago. Did he actually make fun of him for having cancer, or did he just make fun of him when he has cancer? Rogan, Dibble, cancer. Jesus, I have stage 4 cancer? Wait, what the f?
Embodies what you don't like about academia. You see him physically, he embodies it. It's like that's what it is. It's these weak men, these weird, kind of bitchy, weak men.
Hey there, Joe. I just found out yesterday that you ridiculed my appearance in front of millions of people on your podcast. Here I am. I have had...
Okay, firstly, me. Don't make me side with anybody on this. I don't think that Rogan was making fun of him for having stage 4 cancer. He's making fun of him because... I like Flint Dibble. I think he's a cool dude. But he does have, he literally wears a fedora, guys, okay? Now, this is a retarded reason to make fun of somebody, especially somebody that you would expect to, to look like that, right? Nobody wants to go to a college campus and their professors look like the cast of Fast and Furious 14, right? Yeah, what do you mean? How is this even a legitimate criticism? It's retarded. And then also, yeah, remember how sensitive, I will never get over how much of a special fucking prissy snowflake bitch Joe Rogan was when the guy did the RFK voice. The most cowardly, oversensitive.
Robert Kennedy explained this to me. This is his words, not mine. But if he's right, it's the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And I think he's right. In the placebo group, two people died.
I'm going to do his voice while you talk, if you don't mind.
Don't do that. In the placebo group,
I don't think that was overly sensitive, right? This is what I mean. Destiny can't get over the fact that he's not really allowed on the show. If you have to have seen clips of Destiny being demolished by Joe Rogan, where Joe Rogan is just that guy, talking to CJ Pearson. What is it, CJ Pearson or something? No, not CJ Pearson. It's that other guy, Cole Hughes. Some of these people anyway, and then they bring up Destiny to him, and he's like, yeah, he's a weirdo, basically, whatever. So that's what it is. Destiny still worked up over that kind of stuff. The guy shouldn't have been making fun of RFK Jr.'s voice. I don't think that was this hardcore sensitive response. I don't think that was a sensitive response at all. I think he just simply was like, yo, chill out, that's my homie. I'm not gonna sit here and let you make fun of my homie, and so now I'm a weirdo if I shut him down.
Actually, such a fucking bitch, dude. All of these conservatives are cuckservatives. They're such bitches. This is not.
Meanwhile, I think if you look at his outfit, I think that is the day that he got destroyed on Piers Morgan, and I still have more to come with that, because that whole clip, he was arguing for 30 minutes straight. I could not fit everything so at this point, whether it's before or after, Destiny gets worked up by conservatives to the point of full anger. He always gets like this.
AI. We have the fucking sign for it. Yeah, also that Dibble guy, he was on our show, so I got to talk to him in advance on this, or not in advance, but afterwards. Flynn is not a debater guy at all. He was just an archaeologist, an academic. The amount of work and prep that he did to go on Rogan and to do that debate against, is it Stephen Graham? Was very impressive. His prep work was very impressive. The way that he described it was impressive. His performance was really impressive. And then for Joe Rogan to bring on Graham again afterwards and to dodge Dibble coming on, he's actually such a bitch-made Graham Hancock. Oh, he's actually so bitch-made. God, oh my God, conservatives are just such weak fucking losers, dude. All the TRT in the world is not going to save.
So if you don't remember the Dibble guy, oh my gosh, I don't feel like doing the whole Destiny thing. I'm trying to see, does he even show the clip that he was the guy wearing the fedora, and what happened was that. Hold on, because it's just wrong for me not to do it.
Well,
This is
so-
your own article, Flint. Here you are. I'm quoting from, that's a quote from.
Based on
Okay.
your article. This sort of race science is outdated and long since debunked, especially given the strong link.
So I can't show too much Joe Rogan because then he's gonna copyright this clip and all of that, and I just don't feel like all the extra. But this is the guy, the Flint Dibble guy, and what happened was that he came in to have a discussion with Rogan, and then he decided to go extra woke and say something about like white people, were this sort of race science, yeah. So it was like, people talk about race realism and things like that. Apparently, he said this sort of race science is outdated, long since debunked, especially given the strong links between Atlantis and the Aryans proposed by several NAZI, archaeologists. So it was like this thing that he was saying, that I think he was saying, where if people thought that like the white race was like superior, so don't quote me, nothing crazy. They were just part of like NAZIs. And so that's why Joe Rogan was like, well, hold up, like, this is what you said or whatever. So he caught him. And it was the most boring episode ever, but this part was like the most like fiery, because Joe Rogan was like, hey, wait a second, you trying to be funny here, like you coming at white people basically.
To save you from being such a spineless cuck.
But Destiny's still worked up about it. He's like, the guy worked hard for that debate, and Joe Rogan was just being mean and da. For Destiny, Joe Rogan cannot do any good at all, because because Joe Rogan just does not care about Destiny's opinion. I don't even think that he cares that Destiny exists, and it's actually delicious to watch. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.